Yes, as usual, these 6 members we have come back, and at this time we want to look at a new aspect still under keeping animals. Still, the other time I talked about some vocabulary items, explained them to you, but we still have others that we want to see today. I'm going to explain them still to you, and you will be required after to answer questions about them. You write a sentence using one of these words that I have put here. I'm going to explain to you. One, we have dog, pet, stray, slaughter, veterinary, tether, anxiety, body signs, cruel, and torture. We shall see why these words are being brought here under this lesson, keeping animals. We shall be bringing examples relating these words to keeping animals. For example, if you look at the word dog, dog is a verb. What does it mean? To dog is to cut an animal's tail short. We have some animals that are docked, where you find that their tails are cut short. So this act of cutting short of animals' tails is called docking. So how is this one related to keeping animals? It is related in a way, just like I have said, that we have some animals whose tails are docked, like sheep. I have even seen some dogs without tails, but they were just cut by people. So this one is not a good practice. Much as we do it, it is not good, because you know the disadvantages of docking. If an animal is docked, there is something it can feel. It can feel some bit of discomfort. So let's talk about the word pet. What is a pet? A pet is an animal that is kept for companionship. It is an animal that is kept as a companion. You can be lonely at home, but when you have a certain animal, say a cat, even if people are not there, but the cat is there, or a dog, you can look at it, you play around with it, so it gives you some bit of company. That is why some people keep some of these animals. A cat may not be necessarily kept for maybe eating rats in the house and so forth, but it is also kept there as a companion. It gives you company at home. So those animals, we don't eat them like cats and dogs here in Uganda. I have not seen people eating them, maybe in other places. So they are just kept there as pets. So we call them pets. Pet animals. Animals that give company, or they are kept as company. Then we have the word stray. To stray is to wander. Wander. Or to move away from a group. To move away from the group one related to keeping animals. You have seen that when you're keeping animals, for example, maybe you are grazing them, there are those that tend to stray, they move away from a group. And such animals that always stray face danger. Either they can be attacked by other wild animals or they can be stolen. In case you are grazing animals and you happen to realize there is the one that has moved away from a group, that means that animal is likely to face what? Danger. I have always watched wildlife and I have seen that those grazing animals like the zebras, when they are in game parks, in most cases those ones which stray, which move away from the group, are the ones that are always eaten by those carnivorous ones. So to stray is to move away from a group. Then let's look at the word slaughter. To slaughter is to kill. To kill an animal. To kill an animal in order to get meat. So when you use a knife, you cut off the head, you don't need to say, I am going to cut an animal. The common word we use is slaughter. I am going to slaughter. So when you slaughter this animal, definitely there is another process called skinning. You remove the skin. To remove the skin is to do what? To skin. Then after skinning, still you are going to cut into pieces. The other time, I talked about the word butcher. And I say that a butcher is a person who sells what? Meat. But still, this word butcher is a verb. It is a verb. To butcher is to cut something into pieces, especially meat. So when I say he was butchered, that means he was cut into pieces. So now I'm saying here that to slaughter is to cut, or to kill an animal so that you can get meat. Then after killing, you skin, then after skinning, you butcher, and then you get what? Meat. Then we have the word veterinary. Veterinary is a medical treatment given to animals. A medical treatment given to animals. Can be medical or surgery treatment, because even there are some animals that undergo surgery. In case of anything, you can call this person here. So this one here, veterinary, is a treatment. Then what do we call that person now who treats? Still, we are going to derive a word from this veterinary here. We have what we call veterinarian. Now, a veterinarian is that doctor who now offers the veterinary treatment to the animals. Commonly, we have been calling them veterinary doctors, but in other words, you can call them veterinarians. Those ones who give treatment to animals, called veterinarians. So this one, veterinarian, comes in from this one, veterinary. Then we have the word tether. How is this one related to animals? Tether means a rope or chain that can be used to tie an animal or a peg. We have some animals that are tethered. So that chain or rope that you use to tie an animal on the leg or can even be in the neck, then you use that rope, that chain, and then tie it on a peg. That one is called a tether. Even the act itself is called tethering. It's called tethering. So this is one of the methods of grazing animals, domestic animals, where someone buys a rope, ties it on the what? On the leg, or an animal and takes it somewhere for grazing. Let's look at the word anxiety. Anxiety is an abstract noun that comes or derives from adjective anxious. Someone becomes anxious when he is worried of what is likely to happen, especially in the future. All the time, maybe there is something you are expecting to happen, but that thing is likely to cause some bit of distress. So you become anxious. So now, from this word anxious as an adjective, we can now get the noun anxiety. So this anxiety is that feeling of fear. Now, the feeling of fear, how is this one related to keeping what? Animals. These animals here also have life. They have life like human beings. And when they are tortured, they also develop that kind of anxiety. They fear. That is why our constitution protects them. They find you torturing an animal, definitely you will be charged in courts of law. Because they also feel what we do. So anxiety, that feeling of fear, what is likely to happen. You may find that there are some animals, especially like now the oxen, the ones that we use to plow. You find them being beaten, being used the whole day. So they also fear. The following day they can also realize, oh, tomorrow I'm going to plow. So they keep on